Uday Pratap Singh, you have such a royal name.
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview. We are in conversation with the stars of the much-awaited Taj Season 2 Reign of Revenge. Yes, Season 1 has truly set ZEE5, the platform that's streaming it, on fire. People loved it, and now you are all set to see the new episodes, which are already streaming on ZEE5. So firstly, welcome to both Aashim Gulati and Sauraseni Maitra, who, as I said, are the lead stars of this new season. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Uday Pratap Singh. You have such a royal name.
Ji.
Such a royal name.
It blends in with Taj.
Yeah.
Yes. And इत्तेफाक से देखिए मैं भी blue ही
हाँ,
This is the color of the day.
Color coordinated है.
So synergy is showing. But Aashim, first to you on season's 1's success before we talk about season 2. Did you expect it this kind of euphoric response?
I did not. I thought we're doing something. I mean, like every other project, you just go in thinking that you're making something big and beautiful and grand. And in this case, of course, it's a magnum opus. So you come in with certain expectations because of the scale. But no, I did not honestly. I anticipate the kind of love that I would receive, and it's overwhelming. I'm taking it all in. It's very refreshing, and I love it. Yeah, like it's like जितनी भी दुआएं मिली उतनी कम है. तो जब मिलती हैं तो बस आते रहें और हाथ खोल के I'm just accepting it all.
But if I were to ask you one or two things, which have touched you the most or been the most special for your portrayal of Prince Salim, what would they be?
It's the vulnerability that I thought that I wanted to bring to Salim and portray him with a little, sensitivity. Even though there is a very macho and a very wild side of him. I mean, we all do. It's just about circumstances that bring out that side. So I wanted him to be very, very vulnerable and very sensitive and very open and very free, just like the wind is, and something that can't be caught, something that can't be tamed. And like if you must have seen in the first season where my mom, Joda Bhai, says she wants me to be on the throne and she wants me to fight for it because she knows that I'm the rightful heir to it. And I say that I don't let me go to that place and that seat because it's something that I never want to be. I don't want to be like my father. I don't want to be in a position of that much power. And if I want to rule, then I want to rule with my brothers in arms. तो हुकूमत होगी तो अब सब साथ में करेंगे. So that generosity, he was very selfless. There's no greed. So all these attributes, I think I just really loved about Salim, and I thought that I could just make Salim very relatable and lovable with these kind of qualities.
Okay, well, that's obviously appealed to the audience because they've loved it. Sauraseni, to you now, what appealed to you about the project, about the character? Why did you want to say yes to this project?
Absolutely, there was absolutely nothing that is not appealing about this show because it's so grand, as Aashim already said. And, it was not up to me to choose the project, but I am really, really blessed that this project chose me. And when you get to work with such amazing people, not just the cast, but season 2 has been directed by Vibhu Puri. And he comes from the Bhansali school and he has I think his aesthetics are amazing. You get to learn so much from him. And also our DOPs, Tejal sir and Kiran sir, and of course our actors, starting with Aashim Gulati, Nasiruddin Shah, Shubham Kumar Mehra, Sandhya Mridul, and so many more. So, of course, when you get that opportunity, and as an actor who has just ventured out to the national circuit or to national industry, I think you get to learn so much because each of these people, they are, just bringing something new, something to learn from. And every day on the set of Taj has just been like amazing. And also there was so much to learn, and I think I've really grown as a person and also as an actor just being on the set of Taj.
How was it like on the sets? The whole experience of recreating this period and time and the costumes. तो वो कैसा अनुभव था? Because it's not often that one gets to do a drama like this.
Yeah, I think so. When you're shooting for something, like when you're shooting the 1600s and you're trying to make it look convincing in 2023, it's a huge challenge to take on. And because you have to make the show look convincing, and you have to make all the characters in the show look convincing as well as really relatable, so that people, and especially the kids and Gen Z, as you call it, they also relate to the show and they also find the show interesting. That was there, and of course, thanks to the makers and thanks to our designer who has created the looks, who has created the outfits, and the makeup guys, because each and every part played such an intrinsic role, into making the show what it is. Of course, we actors, we had to do our homework and then be on the set, and after that the magic used to happen, because we used to get our makeup done and then get into our costumes and walk into the set, which was like a different world altogether. So I think that made our job a lot easier.
Yeah,
you get transported to that era, and I think that change automatically happens in your body language, in the way you speak, the grace that comes with your character. At least for me, that happened. That really helped.
And how is it like for you on sets with someone like Nasiruddin Shah? You had Dharmendra ji also, of course, in the first season. So actors is like an actors workshop, observing them, or a bit daunting as well.
It's a beautiful mix of both. Daunting in the middle and the workshop begins after. So like when you look at a figure like Nasir Saab, and you've seen films that he's done and the kind of work that he comes with, the legend that we all know that he is, you only thank your stars that you get an opportunity to be in the same frame as him. So that's what I did. When I got to know about the project, I was like, I mean, how do I even express the amount of gratitude that I have just for the universe to bring this to me? Because and also, like, I mean, I believe that I want to tap myself at the back equally, because I have worked very hard, and finally I believe that I could be given the responsibility to play a character as big as Salim, and the beauty of it is that I get to be Akbar's son, vis-a-vis Nasir Saab's son in a show, which is, for me, it's like a dream come true, right? So he's an institution in himself. There's only so much to I mean, when you know that you're working with somebody like him, you bring your A game on, because he's only A++++. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like it was every day was like a kid in a candy store. I was just looking at him and I'm like, wow, like it's just to observe him is a workshop in itself.
No doubt.
Like, so I was every day, it was like, okay, just looking at him, working with him, being intimidated was, of course, like initially, but like, and then I had to tell myself that like it's not Aashim standing in front of Nasir Saab, it's Salim standing in front of Akbar, and that's what I'm here to do. And if I didn't have that approach, I probably wouldn't have been able to do justice to Salim.
Okay, I have to ask you both: Are you fond of history in real life, or not really?
I am.
I
Always have been.
I love history, but like now that I'm a part of a historical project, I think I'm interested even more, because now I want to read more about like what's happening after, like the story about Shah Jahan, about Aurangzeb, and so now, like, how in school it could get very boring, and it was.
Because history books never really
and now
have
it's like
pictures,
now it's
these
like
days.
practical learning almost. The show is also very informative in its own. So it's fun.
Okay. आजकल IPL भी चल रहा है, तो मैं एक उससे जुड़ा हुआ सवाल आपसे पूछूंगा, क्योंकि आजकल हर मैच के बाद गेम चेंजर ऑफ द मैच दिया जाता है पुरस्कार, which is for a cricketer who changed the course of the game for his team and they won. So for you, do you believe that this perhaps is a game-changing role for you in your career trajectory?
I would like to believe so. I think it's definitely a character that will put me on the map, like none other. So I feel yes, this is something that's going to be a turning point in my life, and I'm looking forward to better and bolder, bigger days.
Okay. For you also, would you like to do more work in Hindi cinema as well?
Of
You're
course,
straddling
why
both
not?
industries quite well, of course.
Of course, why not? Because this is, even though this is not my first Hindi
With Reign of Revenge.
project technically, but the character of Mehrun-Nisa is so big and so dynamic, and she's so powerful. I think for any actor to get a character like this and to explore, like, you know, your own strength and get to know about your own weaknesses also is a very, very important phase in my life, I think. And yeah, I'm really hoping season 2 has just started screaming, and I'm really, really hopeful that makers like me, that the audience, they like me, they love me. In fact, I'm greedy that way. I hope they love me, and yeah, and the fact that I get to do more work.
Okay. Well, we certainly hope your reign of success continues with Reign of Revenge, Taj season 2. That is, as I said, streaming already on Z5. So do go out and watch it. Thank you both very much for speaking.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.